Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another video of the 100 Days to CLAT series. This is day 47 away from the CLAT exam, and this is a 100-day series wherein we are trying to create an accountability system wherein I would discuss my tasks of the day, followed by the hours clocked in and the most important frequent vocab words, and the last yet the most important part wherein I discuss my mistakes, learnings, and the strategies which I am going to follow in the further days. And I also happen to have created a small telegram channel. You guys can join that, so therein you can post in your queries and stuff, and it would be an aspirant to aspirant advice type of thing. So as you guys might be aware of, yesterday we started a challenge of 10 days 10 hours challenge wherein I have to clock in around 100 hours for the span of this October month. So this was the day 1, and the day 1 was bad and good at the same time. Bad as in, since my health wasn't that great today, I was having a headache and it was quite a pathetic one, so I essentially slept like 12 hours yesterday, more than 12 hours I would say. I mean, even if I wasn't sleeping, I was just lying on my bed. I wasn't getting that energy to get up and do. But still, I am happy what I did yesterday because I know that I have pushed myself to my limits. Maybe I would have studied 2 to 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours on normal day, considering me having a headache. But because of this challenge or because of my perseverance or something, I increased that दो से 3 घंटा to 5 hours. So this 2-3 hours का increase gave me that sense of satisfactory feeling कि I have done enough. I have pushed myself to my limits, and I just couldn't have done enough. So I've clocked in around 5 घंटा 15 मिनट. I completed the CLAT Express September. CLAT post October का थोड़ा कर लिया, but there's still a lot of things to do in the October का month. Vocabulary I did 1 hour 15 over there. GK test I gave over 30 minutes. So that is it for the task. I did not do a lot of other tasks, but today's day would be hopefully a bit better than yesterday, and I would try to clock in 10 hours plus, and I will also try my best to compensate this 4 hours 45 minutes in the coming days by increasing 1 hour every day. So these were the tasks which I have done. So these are the important vocabulary words. You guys can take a screenshot of it if you follow this. Now coming to the learnings part, the most important part. Having the feeling of you giving your 100% is way better than just doing enough. So from the past few days I was having this feeling कि I'm just doing enough, कि 6-7 घंटा is enough. But that was giving me a really bad feeling because I know that I could have studied a lot more. So having that feeling कि I've given my 100% is far better than having that regret कि I've just done enough. So this would be my motto for the coming days, and I would just try to give my 100% at least for 1 month. Maybe in the last 15 days or 20 days of flat, I might be a bit more, you know, not that 100% wala efficiency because of the fact I don't want to get burnout at that time. So but these 30 days I would try my best to give 100% and increase post analysis after October. Okay, this is something new which I am thinking about. So what this essentially means is post analysis means अब suppose I am taking up English. अब English में what I do is I analyze my mistakes. अब let's say I'm getting 4 questions wrong. What I would do, what I generally do is I would see why I've gotten these 4 questions wrong and what could have I done to not get those 4 questions wrong, and I essentially move away from English to the next subject. But what this thing which I'm planning means is after I get these 4 questions wrong, I'll dissect this thing कि ये 4 क्वेश्चन रॉन्ग किस जॉनरा से गए हैं, किस क्वेश्चन टाइप से गए हैं, and is there any specific reason for me getting those wrong. And then immediately, rather than moving to next section, I'll try to replicate these things. अब let's say suppose I've gotten these questions wrong from literature genre, so I would spend another 30 minutes just reading literature genre without moving to the next section. अब suppose I've gotten questions wrong from the inference part or specific question types like tones part, so I would spend around 15 to 30 minutes just practicing these tones or just practicing these inferences questions. अब जहाँ पहले I would have analyzed my English in let's say about 30 minutes, now I would spend around 1 or 2 hours. Why I am doing this is because the level which I am at now requires these small things, because अब इधर में there is not a lot of scope of improvement. अब जैसे if you were in 10-12 का zone, you could have easily improved to 18-19 का zone, but when you are at the 17-19 का zone, you improving 1 or 2 marks is also very difficult to do. So this is how I will do that. So I would devise a new strategy pertaining to this. I would just ponder on this for a few days and devise a nice strategy which would help me do this part. So I would do this after the October, after my first revision of GK is done. Getting ill is inevitable, so do stuff beforehand. This is a thing which I've learned. So that means, I mean, it is very self-explanatory. Of getting ill, I was ill yesterday. That thing was not in my hand. Of me getting ill was not in my hand, but I still got ill due to some inevitable factors. So this would happen again in the coming days. This might happen for a few days, this might happen just for a day or two. So we do not have that certainty of how many days I would stay ill or how many days I would not be that energized. So on whatever days I am energized, I will give my 100% on those days. So that would be माइंडसेट ऑफ माइंड कि जिस दिन फ्लो स्टेट में हूँ उस दिन 1-2 घंटा एक्स्ट्रा पढ़ने के लिए तैयार रहूँगा मैं. So that would be my motto, I would say. So only 2 or 3 learnings. If you guys want to join the Telegram channel, just comment